Imagine falling in love with a house that could literally bankrupt you and not even realizing it. Today I want to talk to you about how I actually begged my first-time home buyers not to buy a home, and why that was probably the best advice anybody could have given them. So here's what happened. A few months ago, I was working with this couple. It's their very first home. They were really excited, and their budget was about $850,000. Now, depending on where you are in the country, $850,000 could sound like a lot of money to work with. But if you know San Mateo County, you know that's not a huge budget to be working with, especially when the median home price for a single family resident is upwards of $1.5 million. Anyway, my clients had worked really, really hard to save up for a down payment and closing costs, and it was going to take everything that they had to just get into the home. So we looked and we looked and we looked, and then we found it. It was a little cabin in the Los Gatos Mountains, and it had just been price reduced from $799,000 to $699,000. So all the bells were going off, and let me tell you, the photos on the MLS were adorable. The place had been freshly remodeled, and it was just super cozy. It felt like a dream. When we went to see it, to be honest, it was really cute, even cuter than the pictures. But the second I stepped inside, I could just feel it. There was just something off. The house sloped. My antenna went up. My realtor mom instincts kicked in. And, I had to point out that there were likely foundation issues with this property. And so I suggested that they read through the inspection reports really, really carefully before we did anything. So they promised to do that, and the next day they called and they said, "We want to see it again." Kind of surprised me, because I had read the inspection reports too, and I thought there were plenty of reasons not to go see the house again. Anyway, we get to the house, and I find out that they hadn't read the reports at all. Instead, of what they did was they uploaded those reports to ChatGPT and asked it for a summary. The AI told them that the repairs would cost like $10,000, which from their perspective, they thought, well, we could handle that. Well, I had read those reports, and I knew what the truth was. The foundation repairs alone were estimated at about $170,000, and that didn't even cover termites that were prevalent, mold, and some other major issues. So I took a really big, deep breath, and I said, please don't buy this house. It is going to cost you a fortune to make it safe. And I know it was really hard to walk away, but it just wasn't the right investment for their first time home. That was really a tough conversation to have. But fortunately, they listened. They went back, read every page of the report, and ultimately decided to pass on it. So, you know what? I was so proud of them for making that choice. Now, I'm sharing this story because this is why having an experienced realtor really matters so much, especially when you're buying your first home. AI tools, like ChatGPT and others can be great for a lot of things, but it can't feel the slope in the floor under your feet. Can't tell you what it's really going to take to make home safe. So my job isn't just to unlock the doors and show you around. It's really to protect you, to advocate for you, and to make sure your first home sets you up for financial stability, not financial ruin. So if you're thinking about buying your first home and you want someone in your corner who will look out for you like family, reach out. I'd love to help you find a home you can feel good about, not just for today, but for years to come. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'm Jeannie Stevens, your Move Champion.